The trade deadline has come and passed, and Detroit and Oakland are turning into something like the Cold War. The arms race has begun. John Lester and David Price. It's very interesting to see what happens with this development starting going forward tonight. The 1st of August, 2014. The Mud Hens win off of a outfielder. Actually, a third baseman. And I'll get to that in a second. And Mr. Rogers is in the neighborhood. Is it time to get rid of Mr. Rogers? I think it is. I'll tell you this much. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, so get outside and enjoy it. Play a round of golf. Or do whatever you need to do. Because you need to go for a walk. Because this is All Andy Alfred. A Clay fan. 2, 3.
Ooh, crazy's what they think about me. Ain't gonna stop cause they tell me so. 'Cause 99 miles per hour, baby, is how fast that I like to go. Can't keep up with my rhythm though. They keep trying, too quick for the lines they throw. I walk to the sound of my own drum. It goes, they go, we go. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, here we go. Feel it in my soul. Really need it so bad. Gotta need it. You want to take control. Really need it.
Hey guys, and welcome to All Andy Alfred right here on your exclusive home for me, Claypan 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, welcoming you into the Man Cave Studios in East Toledo, Ohio on the 1st of August, 2014. And welcome into the program. This is a pleasure to be on the air with you guys. A long night last night at Fifth Third Field. 4 hours. It was torture for 4 hours and a 19-minute rain delay, and I'll get into that in a second that I have to bitch about as well, too. But let's get into what happened yesterday afternoon in Major League Baseball. Of course, we're talking about Major League Baseball, the Mud Hens. We'll have some NHL and also NFL news going forward today as well, too. So let's get right into it. The Tigers were a loser yesterday, 7-4 to the White Sox. Belsoria gets the win. He goes to 4-7 with a 5.05 ERA. Joaquin Soria, another bad outing for him. He gets the loss. He goes to 1-4 with a 3.86 ERA. Petrina gets his save, his 6th of the season. Victor Martinez, his 14th. Torrey Hunter, his 15th. And I don't know if you were joining us yesterday for our special draft, special MLB trade deadline edition with Nick DeVera. And by the way, I want to thank Nick for coming into the studio with us yesterday to talk about this big day yesterday. A lot of impressive deals going down as well. But Austin Jackson coming out of the game to be traded to Seattle. And Seattle getting a big key piece. I think they're the winners in all of this. Besides Detroit. Detroit having to face the arm race against Billy Beane and the Oakland Athletics. Get to that in just a second. But speaking of Fraser Crane, hey baby, I hear the blues are calling for salads and scrambled eggs. 2 out of 3 from Seattle over the Cleveland Indians, as the Indians were losers yesterday, 6-5, blew it up in the 8th inning. Shaw gets the loss for Cleveland. He goes to 4-3 with a 2.94 ERA. Burnell gets the win for Seattle. He's 3-1 with a 1.34 ERA. Ackley, his 5th. Zunino, his 17th for Seattle. And Jason Kipnis, his 6th home run of the season. And Fernando Rodney, 30th save of the season for him last night at Progressive Field. Other notable games in Major League Baseball yesterday. The Cubs were winning 3-1 over Colorado. St. Louis 6, San Diego 2. The LA Angels were winner 1-0 over the Baltimore Orioles in extras. Philadelphia 10, Washington 4. The Cincinnati Reds were a winner on a controversial call at the plate, 3-1. Clearly, he was out by a mile. Clearly, Cozart was out by a mile. The umpires did not see that. New York didn't see that. Called safe. Redmond was thrown out of the game. Clearly, he was out over the plate. Minnesota was a loser 6-3 over Kansas City. Toronto was a winner 6-5 over the Houston Astros. The Arizona Cardinals were a winner 7-4 over the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Dodgers were a winner 2-1 over the Atlanta Braves. Now, going into this weekend's play, here's the standings. Detroit is 58-47, 4-6 in the last 10. The run difference is plus 38. Kansas City is 55-52, 4 games out, 7-3 in their last 10. They're a plus 2 in difference. Cleveland is now 53-55, 6.5 out, 3-7 in their last 10, plus 4 in run difference. The Chicago White Sox are 53-56, 7 games out, 6-4 in the last 10, negative 12 in run difference. And Minnesota is 48-59, 11 games out, 4-6 in their last 10. They're negative 45. Well, this weekend sets up a big series in Motown and in Cleveland. Texas is in Cleveland. Colorado is in Detroit. Detroit will send to the hill tonight the apparent ace, Justin Verlander, who's 9-9 with a 4.79 ERA. He'll take on Morales, who's 5-5 with a 5.18 ERA. 7:08 start time for that one. Saturday it will be Flan for the Rockies, who's 0-3 with a 5.73. He'll take on Rick Porcello, who's having a good season so far. 12-5 with a 3.24 ERA. 7:08 start time for that one. De La Rosa will start for Colorado on Sunday. He's 11-6 with a 4.20 ERA. He'll take on Anibal Sanchez, who's 7-5 with a 3.57 ERA. All games on Fox Sports Detroit. On the opposite end of the lake, the Cleveland Indians take on the Texas Rangers. Now, the Rangers having some problems this year. Capitalization right here. And this weekend, it's Jim Thome statue celebration, the tribute to Tom Hamilton as well, too, at Progressive Field. And it will be Williams on the hill for Texas tonight, 2-4 with a 5.53 ERA. He'll take on Danny Salazar, who's 3-4 with a 4.96 ERA. 7:05 start time for that one on Fox Sports Time. All games on Fox Sports Time. McCullough will start on Saturday for Texas. He's 1-3 with an 8.54 ERA. He'll take on TJ House, who is 1-2 with a 4.50 ERA. And then on the glue game on Sunday, Hugh Darvish, who is 10-6 with a 2.90 ERA. He'll take on Trevor Bauer, who's 4-6 with a 4.25 ERA. All games, like I said, on Fox Sports Time, Ohio. Other notable games happening in Major League Baseball this weekend. Miami, of course, on the road at home, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Washington taking on Philadelphia. The Twins are taking on the White Sox. Toronto taking on Houston, of course. Kansas City at Oakland. That will be a very interesting matchup. Josh Beckett will start on Sunday. The Cubbies will take on the LA Dodgers, and New York will take on Boston. And Boston will have Cespedes in the lineup this evening. That is reported from ESPN. Well, the Mud Hens were a winner last night in extra frames, and I want to get into this right off the bat. Yesterday, the Mud Hens took on the Norfolk Tides in a big game. The Hens needed to win this to salvage the series and to salvage this quick homestand. The Hens had a great-sized crowd. 8,490 went through the turnstiles at 406 Washington Boulevard, and the Mud Hens getting a win 8-7. But I want to get into this first. We got through the first inning, and then it rained for 10 minutes. The sun was out. No lightning, no thunder in the area. If you follow me on Twitter, I sent out a tweet to the Mud Hens and the Tides, because the Mud Hens were sending a tweet to the Tides. Why do you have to bring the rain with you? Why do you have to bring the rain with you? Blah, 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 where do you go? Blah, 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 blah. You could have kept playing in the rain. It was safe. It was just a garden shower. You didn't need to bring the tarp out on the field and cover the field for 19 minutes. 19-minute rain delay. You gotta be kidding me. And how late the game went, it was outrageous. Take those 19 minutes out of the 4 hours and 22-minute game time that it took. We could have been at a 3-hour game. But that didn't happen. Mud Hens were a winner, 8-7. Falk gets the win for Toledo. He is 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA. And the losing pitcher is Cord Phelps. Well, gee, Andy, he's a third baseman. Why is he pitching? Because the bullpen for Norfolk got tanked. They got tanked. They went through a total of 6 pitchers, that's including Phelps, in the game. And he was just throwing junk up. It looked like batting practice. They just didn't care anymore. 4 hours and 22 minutes. It was ridiculous. He gets the loss. He goes to 0-1 with an 18 ERA. Looking at some of the bright spots in this game, Belfort had a good outing. He had a really good outing. Went 6 innings, 103 pitches, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 6 hits, 4 runs, and all 4 were earned for him. And Wheeling had a nice, good starting as well. He came into the 8th inning and shut down. He came into the 9th inning and he shut down the Tides. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center field. Looking at the Mud Hens batting for last night, a great outing from McCann. He had a good outing with a double, a single. But here, Tyler Fields made the starting lineup last night in center field because of Ezekiel Carrera moving up into the major leagues. Now Larry Parrish started the lineup with this: Fields, Gaz, Leonardton, Hessman, Collins, McCann, Pena, Douglas, and Worth. Fields, he's not a leadoff hitter. He's never been a leadoff hitter. He's not a good leadoff hitter, period. Going into last night, he's 216 with 3 home runs and 17 ribbies. Not a solid leadoff hitter. But you had to put him in because Carrera got called up because of the replace. And how Dave Dabrowski trusts Rajay Davis and Ezekiel Carrera in center field, it's perfect. The question is Ezekiel Carrera World Series caliber? I beg the question to you, the fans. Tweet the show or comment under the page. Well, the Mud Hens will finish up this homestand. It'll be Jones on the hill, 6-6 with a 4.07 ERA for Norfolk. Tonight, Kyle Lobstein is reported to start tonight, 7-10 with a 4.11 ERA, 7 o'clock start time, Buckeye Cable Sports Network or 12:30 WCWA and iHeart radio station. And then Saturday, the Hens will hit the road for a 4-game set with Indianapolis. Garrett Cole for Indianapolis was the name of the starter. He's 1-0 with a 0 ERA. And if you're following the rotation, it's Lobstein. Then after that is Below. And so Below will probably start Saturday. He's 8-5 with a 3.73 ERA, bearing a call-up. And Derek Hankins was usually after Below. And Hankins on Sunday will pitch for Toledo. He's 5-11 with a 5.69 ERA, 1:35 start time for that one. You listen to all the games on 12:30 WCWA. IL West standings going forward to tonight's games. Columbus leads the division. They are 59-54, 5-5 in the last 10. Indianapolis is in second place. They are 58-56. 1.5 games out, 2-8 in their last 10. They have been struggling as of late. Louisville is 55-58, 4 games out, 5-5 in their last 10. And Toledo is 55-59, 4.5 out, 3-7 in the last 10. The Mud Hens are home tonight. Get your tickets. Tickets are still available. They still have some tickets available, and I know they'll have standing room only for tonight's game. Looking at some of the news and notes happening in or around the sports world, we'll start in the NHL for you. Steve Mason has been reported to have a broken finger with the Philadelphia Flyers. He will rehabilitate that finger. He should be back and ready to go for preseason play. Genie Ford will re-sign with the Dallas Stars. Nick Spalding yesterday signed a 2-year deal, $4.4 million contract with the Pittsburgh Penguins. ECHL news for you today. Orlando re-signs with the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Marlies. Matthew Ubrin signs with the Utah Grizzlies. And here is the big story of the day. And I didn't see this until my buddy Chris from the Mud Hens told me about this. The Walleye have officially signed Kyle Rogers. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Kyle Rogers. They re-signed the 5-year ECHL veteran to a deal. Why? I thought we were cutting all ties. Don't get me wrong, associate coach Dan Watson. Great pick. Nick Vitucci gonna stay, and he's gonna be a scout for the Toledo Walleye. Kyle Rogers is gonna stay with the Walleye, and he's gonna be our captain this year under the new management, under the new leadership. It's a horrible idea! You cut ties with everybody. Fresh slate. Fresh slate. And you keep the players that were good last year. Kyle Rogers and Mike Hessman are equal to Crash Davis of the International Hockey League. They are going nowhere in their career. Nowhere in their career. Have you seen Kyle go up to Grand Rapids? Or even down more? Old news. I'm sick and tired. I am sick and tired of coming on the air with you people and repeating the same stories about the same team that the Huntington Center hosts, and it's ridiculous. We want winning hockey in the city of Toledo. We want fresh slate, fresh players, fresh everything. We have a fresh coach. We need fresh new management. If that means Napoli to untie himself and get a general manager, that's fine. I would like that. It would make the game and it would bring more people to the crowd, more people to Huntington Center if you get rid of all old ties. And don't get me wrong, I heard the rumors. I've heard all the rumors of saying, well, Nick Vitucci's put the hand stamp down on the organization. They'll never get rid of him, blah, blah, blah. He's a bum! A bum, a bum, a bum! Once a bum, always a bum! Handprints all over. They need to take an eraser and Mr. Clean and go wipe, 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 clean. Ridiculous. They need to get bleach and pour it all over fresh slate. And I'm sick and tired of it. I've dealt with this in Columbus. For the Blue Jackets. For Jacket fans, we've dealt with this with Scott Housen. That was a joke. We have new leadership, and look what new leadership is leaving. Playoff appearances. Bringing more people into downtown Columbus. All I'm saying is why? Why? Why resign a guy that did absolutely nothing last year? It's just plain and simple. Why would you waste the money in the contract when you can go get somebody good? It's just ridiculous. This weekend is the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction ceremonies in Canton, Ohio. I hope you guys, if you're in the area in Canton, good luck, and to all the volunteers out there, that's really a big momentum thing for them. It's a big weekend in Cleveland. You kind of figure you have the pro football, you have the WGC happening there as well too, and you have the Indians playing as well too. And also, arena football team in there. The Cleveland Gladiators are in the playoff hunt in the Arena Football League. Toledo Bullfrogs, where the hell are they? They're not even close! We get the Toledo Crush instead. Speaking of football, Roger Goodell has defended the punishment on Ray Rice. If that tells you anything, that Goodell's a dead man. He'll be gone sooner or later. If you defend a person that beats his wife, I'm sorry. That's just wrong. It's totally wrong. And it's just ridiculous how this whole situation is broken out here. Recommendations. Hens are home this Friday. Get your tickets, of course. Don't forget, Walleye Winterfest tickets are available as well too. I'm not going to promote the Walleye anymore right now, till they answer why they got Kyle Rogers back, and he'll be the captain, no doubt. He'll be the captain, no doubt. Northwest Ohio Ripoff is next weekend. Ted Nugent, War, the guy from Styx will be playing as well too. During that 3-day period, you can get your ticket at Anderson's or at Tire Man Auto Centers for that one. Don't forget. Get your oil change, get everything set up. It's going to be a great weekend. Get outside and enjoy it. I'm Andy Alfred. On Monday, we'll be recapping the weekend that was and the week that is coming up this upcoming week. As the Tigers and the Indians battle out at home. The Indians will be staying home on Monday and Tuesday. We'll probably be there on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. For the Indians and Reds game at Progressive Field. But until Monday, I hope you have a terrific weekend. Get outside and enjoy it. And, as always, to the teams behind me and to your team at home, victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. And remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. The game of life. I'll see you guys next week. Go Tigers! Go Indians! Let's go Hens! Let's split the series against Norfolk. Enjoy the weekend. Get outside and enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys on Monday for another edition of All Andy Alfred. See you guys.